Hey everyone, welcome to day 24 of the YouTube challenge. I'm going to day 100 in the car, got my hands-free link set up, headed home. Today I'm covering the top 3 things that elite athletes do not do. And this could be for you if you're an athlete. This could also be for you if you're a dad or whatever you're doing in life. It's just take this athletic mindset and bring it to wherever. First things first. Elite athletes, top athletes, don't give in to lazy days. So athletes earn their rest. Elite athletes earn their rest. They rest when they're supposed to. They don't rest when they feel like it, because when you're an elite athlete, you're going to feel tired a lot. After every training, you feel tired. That's why Khabib goes to sleep after his trainings. And they don't feel like it all the time. This needs to be said. You see a lot of hype videos. You see a lot of athlete highlights where they have this inspirational music in the background, this someone giving a motivational speech, and you can see these people running. There's a really nice documentary done on Usain Bolt, and he was saying how he doesn't want there's a lot of days where he doesn't want to run, and it's almost better to be any other athlete besides a track athlete, because all he does is he runs in a straight line every day. All he does every day is he runs in a straight line. He trained 20 years to run 9 seconds in a straight line. And you're not going to feel like it every day. And that's just the fact of the matter. But the choice, whether you work out or not when you feel like it, is the difference between good and great. There are a lot of people who only work out when they feel like it. They have average results. So keep that in mind next time you guys are having a lazy day. There's a good rule I heard by someone else on an Instagram thing that said, when you're training for something, it should be about 30-30-30. 30% of the time, or 33.33% of the time, you're really going to like it. 33.333% of the time, you're going to think it's average. And 33.333% of the time, you're going to hate it. As long as you're having about a third of each of those, you're doing okay. So keep that in mind as you're training. The second thing elite athletes or top level athletes do not do is they don't allow people who hate on their dreams to be around them. If you were to come up to any kind of Olympian or Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather or Khabib or what have you, and you said, man, you suck. You aren't going to make it. You aren't going to win this fight. Guess how long you're going to hang out with those guys for? Probably not very long. If you said that to Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or anyone who you're trying to make fun of Kobe while in a circle, how much time do you think you're going to get in front of Kobe? Or how much time do you think you're going to get in front of Michael Jordan if all you do is kind of talk crap? They won't put up with it. And I think that as a dad or whatever you're trying to do in life, if you're trying to start a business and you're around people who are like that, like, oh, you can't do that. You can't win world championships. You can't start a business. Cut those people out. Don't talk to them. If you have to talk to them, limit the time you're with them. Sometimes it's out of concern, right? Like if it's your coach, maybe you should be listening to your coach about maybe you can't fight that guy yet. That's like a safety issue. But if your dream is to become world champion and all you're doing is hanging around people who tell you can't be a world champion, you're probably not going to be a world champion. You need to find people around you who believe in you, who can help you navigate the path to become world champion. And that's who your friend circle should be. That's who you should be surrounded by. It's people who can help boost you up, who can help you achieve your dreams, help you either navigate tactically how to achieve your dreams, or at least people who believe in you, who believe you can actually do it. Because, imagine yourself in that circle and you're watching this guy trying to make fun of Michael Jordan. How long do you think Michael Jordan will put up with that? About 0 seconds. About 0 seconds, I would imagine. Mike Tyson, anyone who's great. It just seems ridiculous that an elite athlete would put up with that. And they got there because of their mentality. And so I think if you want to go places, you should have that kind of level of stringency with your friends and the people around you. Don't let people outside feed you garbage about what you can and cannot do. Believe what you can do, and find mentors to help you there. Find peers to help you get there. And don't take anything else. The last thing that elite athletes do not do is they do not run the same program every year. And what I mean by this is that if they did a program one year, the next year I can guarantee the coach or the athlete is going to find a way to improve the program. Now, this kind of implies something. This implies that your program or whatever program you're running has to be measured. If you don't know the exact program you were doing the last fight camp or the last training session or the last whatever you were doing, and you're not measuring results, and you're not seeing what the end result is, you're not measuring how much you're doing per day, per week, etc., then you don't know how to improve the system. I can guarantee that elite athletes and people who are constantly getting better at their craft are finding ways to improve their systems. That's what I did when I was training, when I was handling my own training. Every year, every camp, every time I did a fight, I adjusted my training program to to improve my strengths or to round out my weaknesses. If you're running the same plan, I mean, if you're a world champion, maybe if you're that one person who won world championships, you don't need to adjust it too much. But even then, if you're a world champion, there are still points that got scored on you. There's still things in your training camp you should be adjusting, right? And so understand that you should be measuring and keeping track of what your training plan is and finding ways to improve it every time you go around. Every time you finish a training camp, look at the end result, look at what areas in training you need to adjust, test it, and then try it again. Test it and try it again. Same thing when I believe as I'm studying running a business, or how these people are studying businesses, it's the same thing. I tested this against this. It seemed like this did better, so we did that. Then we tested this against this, and it seemed like this did better, so we did that. It's kind of the same thing. So whatever you want to improve in your life, start recording it, look at the end result, and adjust the program to get better results. And that's what life is.